Sundays and Wednesdays. Yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better
Best
than
thing
that.
about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What
that,
up,
man?
what up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't know I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing
That's
that. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G, and yes, we still them boys. To my left-hand side this time, I got Commanders and SCSU #1 fan, Chuck Little John. And underneath us both, we got none other than my dog, the Candace playoff watcher, Corey Davis. What's up, my dogs?
You say y'all still them boys?
We still them boys, baby. It ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed.
Let that go. Don't make me pull my cigar back out.
Ain't nothing changed, baby. Ain't nothing changed.
Man, say we still them boys.
Hey, different week, different show. Still same old boys, baby. We ain't changing.
I had one little small game, but we didn't play last week too.
We can play this week. We can play. Maybe. We'll see if we got time. Hey, man, let's welcome everybody out there on Twitter, Facebook page, YouTube, and Twitch, man. Thank you all for rocking with us. This is episode 68, season 3. Hey, we have a great show ahead of us, man. We want to thank each and every one of y'all out there. Make sure y'all tell a friend, bring a friend to the crew and you. And we have some great things about to happen. First, I want to start off, man, by inviting you all out to the crew and you's partnership with Adaptive Life Foundation for a charity golf tournament happening on April 10th, 2023. Man, bring your foursome, sign up, come compete, come fellowship, come laugh, golf with your boys, man. We're about to have a great time for a great cause. Adaptive Life Living for amputees, for people who have changed their life, have had to adapt to losing a leg or losing an arm due to diabetes or due to any other circumstance. But, man, come out there and join us, man. Like I said, it's going to be a great, great time. It is on a Monday for those out there, man.
All in work.
If they hear the date, then that's all they hear. And then they be like, oh, that's a Monday. Yeah, so you will have to call off work, man. So
use a vacation day.
Vacation day. Use be a PTO day, my guy. And gals. All right, man. So quick photo. I'm about to give y'all a quick shout out to I went to the Hawks game on Saturday. After Corey and I had a meeting with a couple people, man, about some things we're trying to get set up. But I saw, this young fella here, man. That is Mr. Alvin Jameson, man. So if you all are in the market for a loan, you're looking to buy a home, looking to buy a house, looking to refinance, or anything of that sort, man, we are the perfect guy for you. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. There we go. All right. Then unmute ourselves. All right, so here we go, man. Hey, first of all, man, how y'all doing, fellas?
Doing great.
Always good. Always good.
Man, that's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. OG, man, we have to get you down here one of these weekends, man. We're gonna talk. We gotta try to get you down here, big dog, so we can get some things going. All right.
So y'all gonna fly me in?
We might. We might.
Corey said, hurry up, said no.
Dirty Greyhound or Trail.
You had to put a Greyhound ticket up there or something.
Hey, I remember last time I was on a Greyhound, man. Let me tell you something. You know how you in the seat. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't no small dude anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, the dude next to me is so big. I'm like, I literally like roll just like this. Hey man, this dude too big, man. He wanted the window seat, but he had to keep getting up. Then you know how you try to be nice, go, hey man, I'll take the window seat. No.
How far was the trip?
From here to Baton Rouge.
Okay.
Oh.
On the bus, I ain't gonna lie, they only do 60 miles an hour. They don't do nothing over 60. And that's it. And when I tell you it was like 14 hours, because they gonna stop in every little town to drop people off. Oh my God.
Hitting them back roads trying to get to the next town.
Don't do it.
Hey, shout out to the Greyhound, man. I took the Greyhound from Arizona
To where?
to Atlanta.
How long did that take?
Like 3 days.
Hey, I thought it was like 3 hours. 3 days.
Yeah, like right at 3 days, man.
I get a hotel or what? How that work?
Never again, dog. No. You don't stop. You just keep rolling, dog. They might switch, drivers at different stops, but you keep rolling through, dog.
Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona, man.
Dang! Oh man, you a soldier, boy.
The things you do when you're young, man.
Wait.
I thought I had it bad coming from Orangeburg to here. God dang.
Hey. Well, I said, how did you end up taking that? What? Why the options for Arizona?
Well, the funds wasn't what they are nowadays. Decided to go out there and see my girl, man, and she was in Arizona, and get the Greyhound back, dog.
Oh man, listen, I'm good. Arizona.
What's up, Kanisha? What's up, Jane Little John? Kanisha said Cleveland to New Orleans. It was horrible.
Yeah,
it was horrible. So
let me tell you. So I did New Orleans to Atlanta on Amtrak. Now the only difference is you just got space to kind of stretch yourself out, but it was slow too. They do 55 miles an hour, and look, you hear, you look up, think you there? Yeah, there. Look. And, like, where are we? They say, if you want to get out, stretch your legs, get your candy bar. Do it now. We're gonna be here 10 minutes.
Oh, all right, man. So we got a great show for everybody out here. We will jump into I got a couple topics, just what that I think we kind of talked about or touched on a little bit. I want to know, how you all feel about some news coming out about Candace Parker going to the Las Vegas Aces.
Oh my God.
And what does this mean for the WNBA? We'll jump into that a little bit. Also, I would definitely like to jump into the NBA All-Star starters have been announced. I want to hear y'all thoughts on that as well. And then, of course, we got NFL playoffs, San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And right now, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, wow. So, Kanisha, with release, they're sitting next to her where she went.
Get loud.
All right. You ain't never told me that one. These prisons.
All right, fellas. So, man, what y'all want to jump into first, man? Y'all want to start in the WNBA and then work our way down to the playoffs?
Hey, if you don't mind, man, so we can end this show off nice, man. Let's let's jump into Memphis first.
Okay.
You know, have y'all seen it? I hadn't watched it.
I said I wouldn't watch it.
Okay.
You watch it, OG?
Let me tell you, man, it's amazing how we can do our people like we do our people. You know, for five guys to do what they did to that young man, but really wasn't five. Two of them standing back watching, but no, it's supposed to start as a traffic stop. My wife told me she heard today with the police chief saying she wants to validate that to see if it was even the legitimate reason to even stop him to begin with. But it started out wrong, and I guess he knew it was gonna be wrong. So I guess they got extra mad because he ran. So when he ran, that's when they really, really, really turned. I mean, extremely bad, man. To the point, I'm not gonna go into a whole lot of detail about it, but you know, when it's all over said and done, I mean, they beating him with a billy stick, they kicking him like a football, and then he handcuffed. They set him up beside the car. Nobody gave him the treatment. He slumps over. They screaming at him to sit up. I mean, it was just. I mean, it was hard to watch. I probably wish I wouldn't have watched it, but you know,
how long was it, OG?
I really don't know how long it was, Corey, but it was however long. It was agonizing the whole entire time.
Because I only seen the beginning of it. I didn't watch the beating. I watched, you know, like they showed, you know how on CNN they showed the beginning and the end of it. But I mean,
like I said, it started out wrong, and then like I said, when he ran, I guess they got mad because they was pepper spraying him, they was kicking him, and then I guess it was we knew they had on their cameras, but then for some reason, right there where it was a view from a pole, a camera up on the pole. It was kind of looking down on them. I mean, and it was, I don't know how long it was, but I mean, it was constant for the whole entire time until they finally, like I say, they had him handcuffed. They had him sitting up against the car. And then I can't remember how long they said, but it was a extenuating period of time that he got no treatment. No one to treat him at all.
Right.
And then the they finally showed up.
So I got pieces that go around the situation. I watched a lot from his parents' perspective, and I watched the part where he was screaming for his mom. Because they said he was 3 houses down from his own house, and he was screaming for his mom.
Yeah,
and you know, and then that was like that was the traumatizing part for him. You know, when you screaming for your mother, and she don't hear you. You know, they come out there, and at the same time, while he's doing that, they're cussing at him, telling him to, you know, shut the hell up, you know, all that type of stuff. And I listened to those parts where they were like, I'm haymakering him, I'm giving him head shots, I'm kneeing, you know, as they're trying to get, how would I say this? As they're trying to get adoration from their peers on what they just did, you know, I mean, I'm letting them have it. I mean, they have no sense of, you know, his health. They have no sense of, you know, just get him subdued. You know, nobody's saying, you know, let's say what he did or what set them guys off. Then on top of that, they go to his mom's house right afterwards and make up some stories about, you know, he was on drugs. You know, he was trying to get away. He was on extra strength because of the drugs that he was on. They tried their best to cover up, you know, cover it up. But you can see them giving each other high fives and having a good time after they did this. And it was like I said, it's just hard to do, man. It's hard to accept. And I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm gonna flip it just a little bit before I let you take it for a second, G. The thing that bothers me is it didn't take them but a few days to indict him, put him in jail, you know, and give them charges. Now, if this were, you know, if there was a color change, let me say this, if it was a color change, months, weeks, years, you know, before they would even indict it, you know, before they're taking off payroll, you know, they normally get, you know, desk duty, all that type of stuff. It's a difference, but at the same time, it's still not a great scenario to be in. It's still not something that we need, you know, I'm not saying that we shouldn't cover it, but it's terrible that it happens this way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't, each time, I ain't gonna lie, I was trying, but then when it got close, I just couldn't do it. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I wish I could say I watched all of it. Like my cousin said he watched it. and it's terrible. Like you said, they're kicking the head with football. You know, I just couldn't do it. And I asked my wife, I said, "Have you watched it yet?" They were like, "No." And I remember we were sitting there texting about it. I said, "Man, it's going down at 6 o'clock when they released this video." They did a good job on keeping everything subdued and keeping it peaceful. But they said it was like Rodney King all over again.
Yeah.
I hope his parents are doing well. I know we've covered a lot of deaths on this show. There's nothing we can do to say we understand how a mother is going to be, a father is going to be, family is going to be without a family member. But you just hope that God is with them at this time.
Yeah.
Like you said, at this point, the only thing we have is that to pray that God is giving them the strength that they need to deal with a very, very difficult situation. But to go back to the police, at what point was that what they were doing part of their job?
Right.
You know, your job is not to, even if he ran, your job is not to beat the guy into submission. That's not part of your job.
Right.
You are to try to get him under control. And once at the time you have him in handcuffs, I heard they were still hitting them. Like at what now you're not doing anything. You're not police officer. You're not protecting. You are a gang. You are a gang out here, and you literally jumping this individual. And
What is it called? Scorpion unit? The Scorpion.
Yeah, some kind of. I think it's Scorpion unit. It's some type of unit. I guess they supposed to deter stuff like this.
Oh,
that's what they supposed to do.
And we got like the Cab County got the Black Cats, Atlanta got the Red Dogs. We know these little units, but go ahead, G. I'm sorry.
And kudos to Memphis for cracking down on these officers and swiftly. And what Corey was saying is right. Like, we just want the same thing to happen across the board. Like, we appreciate the fact that y'all have arrested these people, charged them with murder. Like, that is the right thing to do. But make it right across the board. As swiftly as it happened this time, it should happen like that every time. So that's all that we're saying, man. And I know the part now I don't agree with is that they're out on bail already.
They made bail within 24 hours, right?
24 hours.
Are they already out on bail?
Yeah, within 24 hours they made bail. I think they're a risk. Honestly.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I think they're a risk.
They better act like they're on house arrest.
Yeah. There's no way they're gonna sit around, especially after the video is out and seeing.
Did y'all look? I'm gonna say this here. Did y'all see how they remember when it first hit? They were in the uniforms. You know what I'm saying? They all they showed all their photos in uniforms. When they indicted them jokers, they put them in regular clothes. They look like a street gang.
Yeah. So I hope they get everything they deserve to the full extent of the law. Everything they deserve, man. So
and I do too. I just hope that what Memphis has done sets the precedence over, I guess, regardless of the skin color. When policemen get out of line, like these got out of line, I hope that Memphis has set the precedent where other cities, states, whatever you want to call them, the Memphis is giving them the blueprint as far as how to handle these type of situations. Don't let it linger on months, years, like we just talked about, putting them on desk leave, administrative unpaid leave. When you got the evidence right there in front of you, what they've done, go ahead and do like Memphis did. Put the cards on the table and call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The dude, so this kid Trey, is it was it Trayvon? What's his name? I'm sorry, I don't want to mess his name up. Tyree.
Yeah.
Tyree. So he died before his mom got to the hospital that night. She said, he was dead before I could say my goodbyes, before I could say, are you okay? Before I could say I love you, any of that, he was already dead. So they were assuming that, because I said they didn't, like you said, they didn't render aid to him.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him no help. They shoved him in the car until the paramedics, finally got there. And they would, like I said, when they were showing certain parts of the video, paramedics got there and they were like, well, where is it? He's in the car. We're going over to his mom's house first. They left him in there, jammed in the car, which is, like I said, everything was handled terribly. Then finally they let him out. All that time, even if it's 5 minutes over there talking to the parents, is crucial time to keep this kid alive. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever been pepper sprayed or near pepper spray or near? Listen, it's terrible. Even if you're next to it, you know what I'm saying. So I can't imagine, if you spray me with it, then beat me up because it takes away your oxygen. You know what I'm saying? It takes away, it takes away your eyes. You can't see, but then at the same time you can't breathe either. Okay. That's why they'll spray it all in the crowd. All you gotta do is get near it. They don't necessarily have to hit you personally, right on your face. But if you get near it, or have you ever had smelling salt?
Yeah. I had smelling salt.
Yeah. So imagine that times 10, but with a more pungent aroma and then something that's burning at the same time.
Mm.
Yeah. No telling what that dude went through, man.
Yeah. Torture.
Yeah.
It's torture.
Exactly.
Mm. Yeah. And for me, it's and when I heard the mayor come out and say how bad it was, it kind of took me back to, I wasn't in this time, but seeing all the movies and stuff about Emmett Till and how bad they said that was, and it kind of took me back there, and that's not a place you want to be at, man. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah. Prayers to his family, man, and
definitely.
Just damn, man. Rest in heaven, man. Rest easy. And these officers, please do everything they can to ensure that they are done everything they can to make sure that they are being taken to the extent of the law. So,
did he have any children?
I don't. I want to say I heard he did. I don't want to
think he did, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure either. I know normally now, like I said, we don't know if it was a legal stop, if he did anything wrong, but when you fear like that and you run and you fear something is wrong. So
yeah. All right. So let's move on to the next segment, and we will take it to the WNBA, and football season is coming to a close, and so we will start picking up basketball more now. But I do want to start here in the WNBA because this was a shocker to me, and I do want to get you all thought on this move by one of the greats, Miss Candace Parker.
Look at that roster, man. Golly, man. Oh, I'm sorry. God.
Decided to take her talents, as LeBron James would say, to the champion Las Vegas Aces. And to me, like a Kevin Durant type move. I personally, I don't like it. I definitely did not think Candace Parker was that type to join forces with a powerhouse. I thought she was, the type to say, okay, look here, I'm gonna bring my squad and I'm gonna try to knock your squad out. I'm kind of disappointed in the fact that she's doing that. I think I would have been disappointed if she went to Seattle. I would have been disappointed if she did that as well. I think I'm a firm believer in, you take your squad and you go battle with them. You don't. I'm old school, man. you don't build a dream team to go try to play against everybody else, man. So that's just my opinion on it all. Let's start with you, Corey, man. Let me know what you think about the move Candace Parker going into the Los Angeles.
The WNBA is on notice. You know what I'm saying? It's on notice. Okay. I get it, because she's been in the league now for some time, and maybe you just want to ride out in the sun, and you want to ride the coattails of the newest hot. I think we battled with Charlie all season last year with them aces. He picked them early, and now all they did was just add sauce to the wings. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not fair. I'm not saying I don't like it. I see a juggernaut team right now. I do see that. I've been asking y'all about about the WNBA. I know y'all keep up on it. I ask more questions, but I know from what last year's WNBA champion had brought to the table, and you adding another superstar to this already studded roster.
Mm-hmm.
Who it's like, who gonna come in second?
Mm-hmm.
I don't, what I'm saying? I'm not saying I don't feel good about it, like I said, but I know that you just built a super team. Candace Parker gonna hold hers. She's not the type to be injured. She's gonna show up every day. She's gonna bring a lunch pail, and you're right. It's a Kevin Durant type move. Let me get in with y'all. Let me go. Can I ride with you? As opposed to staying in Chicago, where she's from, where she's competed, where she's battle tested. I'm tired of fighting by myself, and I'm gonna win with somebody. Now she did win one in Chicago. Am I right?
Yes.
So she won one in LA and she won one in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was gonna stick around, but now when I've read about it, she said that from a family standpoint, it works better because I think she said her son and daughter are both in LA and it's a closer commute, that type of thing. So, and then she does work with ESPN. ESPN is right there in LA also, so it's just a better fit for work and home. So
wasn't moving back to Chicago a better fit for her daughter before?
Hey man, so maybe her wife. Hey, look, you need to be close to the house. I don't know. And that's another thing. I did get disappointed when she jumped team, but
yeah, she jumped a lot of teams.
She jumped, but that's another story.
So the one guy on here that's definitely happy about this. Let's talk to the OG, man.
So I'm gonna say Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, and now Candace Parker. I can see me getting a hat that says back to back. I just got that feeling. I got that feeling.
Is Candace gonna be?
This is a marvelous move.
Is Candace gonna be the center or what?
Nah, it should be the forward. Asia gonna still be the center.
I'll just still be the center.
It's go. Y'all can say it's a Kevin Durant move. You can call it any kind of move you want to. I think it's a wonderful move. Come to the land of the champions.
No.
Champion. Don't add S onto it yet. It's
okay. Okay, I'll wait to this summer to add the S then. It's only a matter of time.
Let me throw this out here.
He said
there is a rumor going around that Vandersloot and Stewie may be going to New York.
Okay.
To join that squad. And that could be possibly why Candace left to go there. So we'll see. She might have got word that might be happening. So we'll see. I like I said, I don't like it. I don't think it's good for the WNBA. I think you have to. You don't want if you're trying to grow it, if you're trying to go to WNBA, you don't want to have just two teams in the NBA that are dominating everybody out there. It's not gonna be appealing to the fans to watch this. Like the superstars that you have on all the teams that you were having, that made people want to come see it. But if you don't have them superstars on them teams anymore, chances are they are not going to come and watch those teams play. So I don't think it's good for the WNBA.
So you're not going to see the Atlanta Dream play when the Bengals come to town?
That one game? But what about the other games? Like,
if that's your team, that's your team. You sound like Corey now.
Whoa. Hey, man, I just thought about what you did. Dang. Sound like me. Okay.
You sound like Corey talking about his Falcons, not G.
That's terrible, man. I think G done froze up a little bit. There you go.
There we go.
I'm gonna tell you something about that freezer too, and we'll be in today. Hang around for a few minutes.
I might have to move back to the couch, man. I don't think I froze up last week. So OG, so you're saying when they all come that you will most likely go to the game for that? I think I think fans would like to go to more games when you see a plethora of different all-stars or top players on different teams come to town. So like if Chicago don't have they won't have many stars anymore. So when Chicago comes to Atlanta, are you going to get that same impact that you was having before when Candace was over there?
So is it okay? So you okay with the players you saying that were leaving Chicago going to New York?
No, I think it's bad for the WNBA total. I think all of it. I think it's bad. I think it's bad for them. They don't have as many all-stars or as many great players as the NBA does. So when they team up, you still got other teams that can kind of battle them. Like people was mad when the NBA did it, when they had Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson and Steph Curry and Dre. Like they was mad. Like this ain't fair. And the NBA got way more talent. But the WNBA doing that with just two teams.
So it's 12 teams, right?
There's only 12 teams.
So I just wonder if you had the same intensity if it had been the Dream that got loaded.
It's not fair to the WNBA. That's what I'm saying, OG. Like you take yourself out of being an Aces fan.
Well, this is my thing right here. Okay, so last year Chicago, they finished the same as Las Vegas, 26-10, right? Yeah. They finished 26-10, but then so that let me know you still had just as much firepower as they did, right? Mm-hmm. To a certain degree, but then but to join the champions, it kind of messed with me a little bit. But then I try to think about the teams like what happens to the Indiana teams or the what is it, Minnesota team? Those small market teams that, like you said, if you start going, if everybody go to New York or they go to Las Vegas, like I said, that's two. You just named two stars that may potentially go to New York. And like I said, with only 12 teams, you need every star that you can get on a potential squad. Like Atlanta. Then I think about like that Dallas squad. I think they were right in the middle, but it's enough. They don't have a lot of teams, but you got enough to where one person can say, "Listen, bring me. You and I can go over here and let's make this team a winner." Mm-hmm. As opposed to all of us going to one location, which I get it, I understand, but I want to see more competitiveness. That's how the league can grow. If you dump them all on one squad, right, and beat everybody up, like I said, you already was a juggernaut team last year. Then you beat everybody up again with a new superstar,
right?
I don't know. There were times last year when G tried to get on me talking about how bad they was playing, and I had to remind him that they would be back too. That was that period last year with G talking about, well, lost 3 in a row. I mean, what's going on with the Aces?
Mm-hmm.
I said, not to worry, my brother.
Right. No, you're right about that.
He said, "Ooh, that's down."
Go ahead. What is that, Corey?
I'm saying,
He talking about the game. He talking about the game.
I got it on.
So I guess I can say I understand. I guess looking at a different point, I understand what you're saying, G. About it not being good for WNBA, especially when they are trying to get seen more, bring more popularity to their sport.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand what you're saying, and I agree with that. But I'm also back an Aces fan now, and happy.
Like, yeah, it's a great thing for the Aces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a circus act. They're gonna be beating up on people.
Yeah, it's a great move for the Aces. I mean, that's a heck of a move. But for a organization that was thinking about adding another team in, remember we were talking about trying to get 2 more teams. Like, you're not gonna be able to bring in 2 more teams, and you can't, get these teams, these 12 teams that you got now, to be able to compete.
I don't think they recruited her. I think she just wanted to go there, right?
She chose. Yeah,
she chose them.
I'm sure there was some recruiting going in there. She just didn't come out of nowhere. She just didn't come out of nowhere.
You Candace Parker, don't you get to choose? You get to kind of choose your, where you want to go, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, she wasn't traded over there.
Right. I'm saying she chose. I mean, now you're right. Somebody had to go. Hey, look, you can come over here and play or somebody could have said, "Hey, we good. We don't need you."
Yeah.
They could have said that, but it's like, who gonna say no to Candace Parker? Same way with Durant. Because I was shocked when it first happened with Kevin Durant. I was like, why would he do that? They were just in the playoffs again. Why would you jump ship? And then, he wanted a championship at that time. And he was tired of Russ. And he was like, you know what? Let me take a little bit less off me. Let me ride Superman's coattail.
But she's not chasing the championship, though.
Oh, I think that's what she's doing now.
I'm finna say, I think she
got 2. She got 2.
But she wants
more. I think she want more.
Okay.
That's the only reason that she would go to Seattle. I mean, Las Vegas. She's not going.
You would have went back to the Sparks.
She over there now. You know what? I'm about to pad these stats.
Yeah.
Well, she might come to the right place and win some more championships.
That's what she chose.
So Steve don't have a problem with it, man. He said again, path of least resistance. He doesn't have a problem with her going there and doing that. I don't like it, man.
How many years Candace got left? About 2 or 3? 2.
She played with them. She might be playing like LeBron.
I know, right?
She ain't gonna have to do much. She ain't gonna have to do much at all. Like, she was already one of the best rebounders in the league, one of the best passers in the league. Her scoring has gone down, but she plays great defense too. Already going to a team, I think it was probably number 1 or number 2 in defense in the WNBA. Number 1 in scoring already. There was tops and rebounds. Like, I mean, yeah, she's going to be. Aja's going to have another MVP type season because now Aja actually she doesn't have to guard all the big people all the time anymore because now she got Candace right next to her. I mean, it's so many reasons why the Las Vegas Aces are definitely front runners for another ring back like the OG said. So I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it.
You brought up something that hit me in the head. So before you transition to the next one, did y'all see that LeBron James play last night where he was going up and he got hit and the refs had missed it? They misplay with the refs. Nobody saw
it. I saw it.
I'm surprised.
Slapped him right on the arm. We transition on to the NBA. Let foul right there.
Yeah.
So this is the play that my guy Corey was talking about, and it was a horrible miscall. Horrible miscall. I still do not understand how the refs can be right there watching and miss. No, not even miss. Just while you whistle, he just decided I'm not going to call this. I think I posted another video on social media before, and I was like, man, LeBron, go get the ball. LeBron, go get the ball. Because guess what? LeBron's going to get that call in the stretch, in go time, in the clutch. LeBron's going to get that call, and then this happens.
Man, listen. I ain't. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, will get that call every time. Another reason why LeBron is not the GOAT. But go ahead.
Don't shade it now. Yeah, look, you had to throw that. Now look. Now was it not your average guy said is it Scott?
Steve.
I keep wanting to call him Scott. Steve called him a whiner, but come on, man. I mean, when you put up 40 buckets, I think 12 rebounds and I don't know how many assists. Come on, man. He played his heart out on that one. You play hard to get that call at the end. I want to say that. So to call him a whiner, it was tough when you were keeping yourself up with this team. And listen, I think the Celtics is right now they're the most in the NBA right now. That's what I'm saying. They got the most complete team right now in the NBA. The Celtics do. They're the strongest. And he knew it. When they asked your boy, they were like, listen, was it a foul? He like, I got to go check the tape. You know you hit that dude. You fouled it, man. Come on, be foul.
So that's the way he celebrated. The way he celebrated, he had like he made the block of his life.
Man, hard foul. So I'm saying I don't agree. I do feel like the refs should be held accountable. I know the NBA came out and said that they screwed that one. And the refs union, they said that it was atrocious. It should have been made. But it seemed like the dude was watching the game. He became a fan for a quick second and then make the call. You know what I'm saying? He was, when they saw him, he was like, hey, man, you call that? Oh, no foul. He watching LeBron. So I say this here, he gonna lose some games though. He gonna lose some. They're gonna have to sit down for a second. You gotta do some safety runs or something.
He's a vet too. That guy's a vet. I saw a stat, and Snoop Dogg actually put this stat out. So I went back and tried to do some research on it. This guy is 20-1. Well, the Celtics are 20-1 when he refs the game.
Don't do that.
Since
don't do that.
I think that's since 2016. Since 2016, they are 20-1 when he refs.
What you getting at, G?
It might be time to start doing some research on this guy to see what's going on. I think that's a problem when you have an official who officials this game and a team is 20-1.
And Snoop said that?
Yeah. Snoop put that out there, man. So I went and did some research on it. I didn't see the 20-1. I did see a 15-1. So and that was some time ago. So but OG
Philip Price.
Yeah.
I was on mute. That wasn't on the call that was missed last night.
Mm-hmm.
You're a professional. Suck it up. Go play the overtime. then you got Pat Beverly coming out there with a camera trying to show the official. Really?
Hey, look, Pat, hey, he was real for that one.
Really, Pat Beverly?
Hey,
What you gonna do?
that dude take him on so fast.
You gonna embarrass me out here.
Look, like, hey man, look right here. Look in there. Look, it's foul. I got something for you. Now, did y'all see when they were showing, like, okay, so let me tell you, I got mixed feelings about this. So they show LeBron going back through the tunnel. You know, he head down, he all dejected. Right behind him is Russell Westbrook, and he's smiling. He high fiving people. You know, cheese and great game. One person is feeling it in here, and the other dude is yeah. You know,
It's a game, man. Wasn't game 7. Pick up. Go on to the next fight.
I know, right? That's how he felt. Like
Westbrook is going to give us all while he's on the court, but Westbrook has no ties to the Lakers, and he knows that they don't want him there. But he's gonna, because the competitor that he is, he's gonna go out there and fight. So yeah, he does not care at all. You can see his reactions. I think he and LeBron were in a post game interview, and I was in the locker room. Locker room. I'm sorry. And LeBron was like, "Hey man, we got to keep battling, man. You know this is how we got to play. They had just came off a big win, man. This is how we got to play. Never give up. Keep fighting. Keep doing what we're doing, and it's gonna show up on the court." And then Westbrook said, "Hey man, y'all just go out there and have fun." That's all.
Hey, like that. No.
Side item so hard, like if we don't get this man up out here fast enough.
No.
Yeah. Westbrook is ready to go, dog. He is ready to go.
So let me ask you. I asked you this question 2 years ago. Was Westbrook a Laker? And you told me yes. 2 years ago. Now to this day, I'm asking the same question again today. Is he a Laker?
He's a Laker because he has the jersey on.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
He's not. He doesn't. I don't think we have a Laker on the team.
Dang.
God
dang.
Like Steve said, man. It's Hollywood stuff. They are there for the glamour of it all. And I hope I have this picture or this quote.
Steve, is it Laker Steve squad? That's your squad, Steve?
No, I don't think that is.
Okay.
This is from the great Phil Jackson.
I saw that.
Phil Jackson is pissed that the Lakers are trash. Who's to blame for the franchise woes? He says, "It is unbelievable how a franchise as powerful as the Lakers is only settling for their players breaking records after record while the team sinks into oblivion. Create enough is enough. With two of the best players, statistically speaking, is to be in a more favorable position. It is depressing. It is a depressing situation to occupy the position number 13 with players of high caliber." My eyes getting bad. Boy, look, they must end this media circus that they have turned into one of the most powerful franchises in NBA history. Sorry,
it is small though. It is small though. G, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Small. It's not just me. Okay, look, I read a little better than that, boy. That thing.
Hey, look, I'm trying to find how can I raise my okay.
Y'all better stop messing with Father Time. Y'all always want to talk about Father Time. Go ahead and break down, get them glasses.
I gotta get some, bro.
Look, you know how when you start reading, I'm like, how you reading that? Okay, let me. What a font!
I'll be trying, dog. I'll be trying to hold off. and getting some, man. So Steve said, man, LA had as much of a shot to win an OT as did Boston. They did, but I think momentum. I think after that no call, I think the momentum was gone, man. The team was deflated, and you say, hey, this is a professional. They shouldn't get deflated. They're still human, man. They care about it. So I think you can. I think that's why you see, and the NBA players are so talented and so close in talent that all it takes is that little bit of a gap for you to lose the game. And if you're mentally not there because of that call, I think it can happen, man.
Let me say this here though. Phil Jackson. Now, is he still with Genie Bus? They still together? Or is still what they doing?
On and off. They on and off.
So now, but okay. So you still one of the greatest coaches to ever do it with an asterisk by it, in my opinion. You've had two of the greatest, three, maybe 3, 4, 5 of the greatest players to ever do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, if you think that this team needs some help, you had a coaching carousel out there, and if you still got a little bit of say so with this Laker organization, help them out. Help them out with the coaching staff. Help them out, with recruiting players. Do like Magic Johnson did, and do a little something as opposed to sitting back and saying that this is a travesty.
Mm-hmm.
Talk that junk because you had some great players on that team. Right now they don't. I'm not saying they stink, but you just had G, which one of the greatest Laker fans out there to say that there's no Laker on that team. If you can't criticize them, if you're not gonna help them, sending out a tweet don't do nothing.
Phil the same way, man. Phil agrees, and he's a Laker fan. He said, "Not a Laker on the team, man. Can't connect with that."
So in that statement you read about Phil Jackson, he said something about two great players. Did he say something about two great players?
He did.
So which two great players on the team now?
I'm sure you're talking about LeBron and probably Westbrook, probably.
Westbrook or Anthony Davis?
From what I would think he's probably talking about Westbrook.
Westbrook don't even start.
No, and I think that's the travesty.
No.
But he's probably talking about. Steve says he's probably talking about AD. Either one, I think that's at least 2.5. Or so. Let's ask this then: is AD a Hall of Famer?
Hell no.
Okay. Is Westbrook a Hall of Famer?
They probably make Westbrook a Hall of Famer because this little triple-double scenario he was going through.
So those may be the two great players he's talking about then.
Oh, man. Hall of Fame though. I mean, for the triple-double. I mean, I get it. How many times he did it? One season or was he? He had the record one time, right? And then
he's also been MVP too, right?
MVP,
yeah.
right? I think
so. Only one time.
Okay. Alvin said Phil would bring LeBron and Westbrook together, and they would be winning if he was the coach.
You asked that that controversial question, Hall of Famer.
So you don't. Sorry. So on this panel and out there, everybody listening, is Westbrook a Hall of Famer? 4-time triple-double for a season. He's done it 4 times. Philip said.
4 times.
4 times. That's impressive.
That's impressive. Yeah, that's amazing.
Impressive.
4 times triple-double, but not in my opinion. Still, it's gonna take a while. Or should I say, maybe not a first ballot? I don't know. I mean, but
Steve says no.
4 times to do that, the average of triple-double is impressive. Though.
I would say yes.
But I can say this here. We can't say this here though. He's been on. This is his 4th team, right, or 15?
Washington, Houston, Lakers, 14.
And OKC.
Yeah, 4 teams.
So you said OKC, Washington, Houston, Lakers. Okay, 4. I'm saying it's gonna be 5. It's gonna be 5. He's gonna play somewhere else.
Right.
Because I was gonna say what I was doing was he's gonna be on 5 different teams before it's over.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to get to, but So with that being said, 5 teams and he's killed 4.
Candace says yes. Steve says, man, what were his turnover numbers when he was getting those triple doubles? And Alvin says he just hasn't had the right coach.
It don't matter. You don't have 4. You have 4, and probably on one team, probably have 2 or 3. Because then if I got fired, he had 3 coaches at OKC. All right, so then you go to Houston. I think it was a coaching fire switch, something like that in Houston when you were there. You lost some players on that same squad, then you leave and go to Washington. And I think, like I said, man, he done had a plethora of coaches. So Al can't do that, buddy.
Yeah,
players and coaches.
That's. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
First ballot.
I can see first ballot, but he got to sit in the back though. We got to sit in the back.
Now I agree with you on where you sit at.
Yeah.
OG don't like where you placed on the seating table, on the seating chart. But you got to go now.
Yeah, you got to go. You inside the door. Don't go too far.
And you go to
yeah.
Go back there with Charles.
Yeah. We'll bring the food to you in a little bit. Don't just come to the front table.
There y'all go with that again. Here we go with this again.
Hey,
I got on my jacket. My jacket is the same color as your jacket. I'm going to whatever table I want to go to.
But my accessories are studded and clothes.
Yeah. That's right. Cold plate of food. That's right.
Oh,
bring me a cold plate of food if you want to. It's gonna be like that fumble in that commercial.
Hey, listen.
Okay. We have the East and the West NBA All-Stars have been announced. I'm gonna give you all the East first, and then we'll go to the West. Let's talk about the East first before we jump into the West. Okay, y'all let me know if y'all are okay with these names or these players, and who do you think could have been in there instead of these people? All right, Giannis, Tatum, Durant, Mitchell, and Kyrie Irving in the East. Are y'all okay with these names?
I got one problem.
Those are starters?
Those are starters.
I got one problem, man.
What?
Joel Embiid is, I think he's leading the scoring right now in the East. Maybe in the league right now. And for Joel Embiid to not be starting, I think right now it's kind of messed up. This dude is balling out of he's playing out of his mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like I said, check me if I'm wrong on this, but I think he's leading the scoring right now.
He is.
And the 76ers don't look that bad for him to not be starting, I think that's a travesty. That's my first. We'll keep it rolling, but that's my first. Okay. Now, I don't know who I will replace him with right now, but if I had to choose, it'll be between KD and Giannis. Put him in there. Everybody else is playing. You know what I'm saying? I think Giannis was hurt and KD been hurt. KD's still hurt right now. I think he's gonna be out another 2 weeks.
Right.
So
he might get put in there then.
Huh?
They may put him in there then.
I'm just saying, they vote. It's a fan thing. Fan get more power at this point now. The fan vote.
Yep.
Let's say, just to be fair, Joel has only played in 36 games.
How many games they done played in the season?
I want to say probably 48, maybe.
So 36 out of 48. But he ain't been hurt this games off or what?
I heard a little bit.
Okay.
Kevin Durant has played in 39.
Okay.
And
Antetokounmpo?
Giannis has played in 38.
You said Joel has played in how many?
36.
And he's still leading the league in scoring?
Yeah, because it goes by a number of games, how many points you done scored. So he's per average, he's leading.
Average, okay.
Yeah,
So
average. 35. Yeah, he's at 35.
he averaged 35 points or 35 games.
35 points.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah, he balling. He balling. So I like it. Let's see. Kyrie Irving has played 38 games.
So nobody's played 40 games yet?
Yeah, a lot of people play 40.
Yeah, I'm talking that's starting 5 and that's starting.
The starting 5. Let's see. Giannis 38, Kevin Durant 39, Donovan Mitchell, he's at 41.
Okay.
Jason Tatum's at 48.
Tatum he's locked. I'll give Tatum. Yeah, Tatum is locked. I'll give him that. I'll also lock in Donovan. You know what I'm saying? Because Donovan done this since them day one. I'll lock in Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, KD until he got hurt, because I think he was playing all. You know, he had been back to his regular self. Kyrie, what y'all think about Kyrie?
I personally, I think I would probably put.
Don't do it.
I probably would have put Trey in there.
Who?
Trey Young?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Trey Young's played 45 games.
Now you know what, I can't argue because you don't see you've seen him. Yeah.
I mean, and he hasn't had his best shooting, like shooting percentage, but he's still tops, in assist. He's still doing other things to affect the game. So
Alvin said that he will get in because KD is hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he probably will.
I think you're talking about Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid.
Oh.
Yeah. And Embiid said, he's tired of getting disrespected, but he understands, that's the name of the game. Yeah. So your boy, he's leading the lead.
Damn, another interception.
He's leading the league and actually tied for the lead. And you're right. In assists. Him and Nokic are tied for the league in assists. And Steve says Murray has allowed Trey to be more of a distributor. And he's absolutely right, man. He doesn't have the pressure on him to score every night because of Jonathan Murray. So that's why his scoring is down. But he's been off too. And I was telling my wife the other day, man, he's actually been off on his threes. But he still affects the game in a lot of different ways, man.
Let me ask you a question on his three shooting real quick. Is he shooting too far out? I know he got range, but
And he's actually done a lot better this year of shooting around the line. And that might be why he misses so much. Look, he shoots
2 steps back from the line,
Yeah.
Sometimes 3.
Yeah. So, but no, I just think he's just a little off. I think he's just a little off, man.
And then his shot is like a reaching shot, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to, you up here and pull it. It's a toss to me sometimes on his 3. You feel what I'm saying?
It seemed like he struggled to get it up there. Like from distance.
Or it's like a 3-point heave, you know what I mean? Most of the time when he's way back there, but I mean it go down. But when I watch the difference with, like, let's say, Steph when he get way back there, or what's my man at Dame Lillard, they flicking the wrist and it's 100.
Yeah.
I know he's a smaller guy, but they all, Steph's smaller too, but
yeah, Steph and them probably got him by at least 2 or 3 inches. Yeah. So Trey's small. Yeah. Yeah. So I think Steph like 6'4". Surprisingly,
6'4"? Is he 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'3", 6'4", they say. How would they say?
Steph.
Yeah. So, so yeah, man. I would have put Trey. I would have put Trey in there instead of Kyrie. Like you said, I think he's played more games, and has had an effect on the game more so than your boy Kyrie has. All right. OG, did you say yours?
What's that? Oh, I ain't had no changes. They didn't
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah.
Go with the fans pick, man.
Okay.
He ain't changing that.
I know why I said that. Let's go to the West. Let's go to the
Why I
West.
say that?
We about to find out. I think I know why.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know we're about to have an argument right now.
All right. So in the West, man, you got James, Doncic, Jokic, Curry, and Zion.
Zion.
See, there go that shade again.
I'm talking a starter though. A starter OG. Over
Listen.
John Morant.
You know, when you go to the polls and you vote, the people have spoken.
Zion. I mean, go to the game and playing the game, but the start. So you said LeBron James, Steph Curry, Jokic, who else? You said Jokic and you said Jokic. You gave me two. Jokic and Dokic.
Jokic and Doncic.
Doncic. Okay, Doncic. Okay, so Jokic is legit. Joker is legit. Doncic, Luka Doncic is legit.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron legit.
Mm-hmm.
Curry legit.
I'm watching you.
I see you. Get back, kid. Get back. I don't know about Zion, man. John Morant. No John Morant.
No Ja.
He played a different position.
I'm just saying. They got Zion at what position? Small forward.
Yes.
So he's playing the 3.
No, he had the power forward.
And the 4. They got him at the 4.
Got him at the 4.
Who? Okay.
They got
LeBron at the 3.
Probably Doncic at the 3. Oh no, probably LeBron at the 3, Doncic at the 2, and Curry at the 1.
In the West, man. Wow. Okay, so he's playing the 4. I still say no, but you can swap them guys around. They play different positions, but to put him at the 4, I don't know. I mean, I know it's your boy from South Carolina, but still,
Oh, OG, you cool with this list?
Yeah.
He here.
Okay.
The
So
people spoken, man.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what I just said. Go.
Y'all be killing me. Y'all be looking up.
I like what my guy said, man. Steve. He said Childress Alexander, man, has been balling for San Antonio. He doesn't get a lot of airplay because he plays in San Antonio, but I think he's like a top 5 scorer in the league that nobody really talks about.
How'd you say his name? Childress?
Childress Alexander. Childress.
That's a Georgius.
No, it's like Chilius. Chilgius.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Childress.
CHILDRU children.
Yeah, it's supposed to be L in there. Yeah.
Huh?
It's supposed to be L in there.
Well, could somebody please put this man's name up on the chat line? Because I don't know what, from what I'm reading and what G is saying.
It's spelled GILGEOUS.
What?
Yes. There we go. Alexander. So it's a hyphen.
Gilgius.
Yes, Gilgius.
Guilty. Guilty. Man.
Yeah, so I don't.
You and Steve tripping.
But I think, we all love Curry.
Uh-oh.
Curry,
What you about to do?
I would take Curry out and Zion.
And you out your mind.
You taking Curry out?
I would personally.
And putting who in?
Ja Morant. I'm definitely putting Ja in. And
Over Steph?
And who else?
Over Steph?
Yeah, I would.
Wow.
I think right now, I think both of them are having a better year.
Who did you say, Ja and who?
Ja and Childress Alexander. I would put both of them in there.
That dude didn't get no votes, man.
Nah, that's because nobody know him.
Nobody know. I don't know.
Oh, he did get some votes. He got 2 million.
2 million?
Yeah. So
Zion got 4.
That's a lot of votes. 2 million votes now.
Ja got.
Zion
got 4.
I'm trying to, and I think I'm trying to find their list. I got like the NBA players, top NBA leaders. I don't even see Curry or doggone your boy on here, Zion, on this
What
list.
kind of leaders? What you mean leaders in what? I mean leaders in
Everything, points, minutes, game.
So between the two of them, I think they both missed. I think Curry just missed, 10, maybe 12 games, and I think Zion has been out for the past about 10 games himself.
About 20 games.
Man, the fans don't care about that. Hell, they gave AD got more votes than Zion.
Did he? AD?
Yeah, he couldn't have because he didn't make it.
I'm looking right here. It said he got 4,307,925 votes.
We got votes, but he didn't get in.
So how he didn't get in the starters then?
Hey, I don't know, man. Position. Because Joker got 5 million.
Did he?
Yeah.
Who got the most votes? LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron got 7.
7 million?
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
7.4 to be exact.
Million votes. Okay.
Million votes. I get it's for the fans, so I guess I understand why.
He the captain again. LeBron is.
Yeah,
Him and Giannis.
So they're doing the same thing where they get to pick.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing the day of the game, right?
Who they picking? It might. Is it their game? They're doing it.
I think so.
That's how they did it last year.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't the day of the game. It was because they went online. Remember, it was the day before.
I thought I heard them say they're doing the day of the game this year. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Because I thought they were online and they were both picking it on ESPN. What you?
Wow.
What's wrong with you, boy? What you doing?
Wow. Look at your TV.
Burrow, Chase.
So all y'all are okay with this?
Now you better be okay with the game that's going on.
The people have spoken, man.
Why don't have Steph Curry in here at all? Like, what in the world?
His votes.
I see his brother. I don't see him.
Gee, the people have spoken. I don't know what you're looking for. No need.
No need, dog.
No need.
All right. So people have spoken, man. That's what they want. They want to see Zion on the bench, I guess. I don't
Now, let me ask y'all this. Is it fair to
the shade, y'all? The shade. The cold out here, the shade.
if you are hurt, should your name be considered? You can vote.
I think she play a certain amount of games. I think you should have played a certain amount of games.
Okay, how many games?
Yeah, let's say what they go to about 50 something.
56.
56 before the All-Star. I think you would have to have played at least, let's go 40. At least 40 games.
40.
Yeah.
40 out of 56. Okay. All right. That seems fair.
I think that's fair.
Now let me ask y'all. He said,
at least 80% of the games. Yeah.
So the subject came up. Charles Barkley had made this statement about players getting paid millions and not playing. Or say for example, you come to a game and your favorite player ain't in the lineup because he's having what they call it. What is it? Huh?
A rest day.
A rest day. Yeah, when they're giving you time off for I forget what they call it, but it's like load management.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And you come to a city, or you don't pay, let's say 4 or 5 tickets, and then that particular player ain't playing, but you still getting paid money. How do y'all feel about that when they're saying the NBA owners are saying they're going to take action with this type of situation? Like G was just saying, I think you should have at least 40 games in before the All-Star break. Now, what some of these owners are going to go back to the drawing board and say, if it's 80, what is it, 86 games in a season or 82?
82.
All right. So out of 82, what is a comparable amount of games that you should have? Even now, I said, we may have to add injury or barring injury. How many games should a professional NBA player play before an owner has to pay their entire contract for that season?
If you're not injured, all of them.
This ain't old school like Charles. I'm saying them boys played hurt. They played. Unless they were really beat up.
I like what Kobe said, man. You play that way because you have people that may only get one opportunity to see you play.
Oh, no doubt.
You don't want to take the fan aspect out of it, man. So you do this. You do the game that you love, of course, for the fans. Like they can just go in the backyard and play. They can go to a gym and play against each other and be okay.
Yeah.
But their job is to entertain the fans out there, man. And I think if you're not injured, I think you should be out there playing. Man. And like
Steve said 80%.
Yeah. Yeah, the old school guys play for the love of the game. It's not, and the money. Yeah, it is. It's definitely the money today. So, and I don't like it. I personally don't like it, man. I've been like last year, went to a couple games, and LeBron just decided he didn't want to play that week, and he wasn't hurt.
Yeah,
I'm not playing. The last game of the road trip, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take it to the house early.
Do y'all remember some years ago? Remember when LeBron was at the Heat and they were playing against San Antonio, and Popovich said all 4 of them. He said his whole entire starting five, Kawhi, Duncan, he said them all, so.
I'm with Candace.
NBA was hot that day, but he was like, I coach this team. We're trying to get to the playoffs, not for the fans.
Yeah.
So he had a different outlook on it.
I'm with Kanisha, though. I would rather than reduce the number of games rather than resting players during the season.
Yeah, I agree with that, too. Because if I earn money, I think I'm going to see my favorite player and they don't play.
Yeah.
I got a major problem.
Right.
Now, let me ask you, what about this? What about if you extend the season out, more, like a little bit more? Because I think the NBA season is what? Is it 5 months?
Mm-hmm. From October to longer than that.
Longer than that?
Yeah, from October to May. No, July.
Yeah, July. Yeah, by July.
So it's 9 months? That's 8 months.
Yeah.
Wow, that's still a long. Yeah, so that's still a long time. So they only get about 3-4 months off in the off season. Yeah, I ain't best at math, but
I'll be back.
Yeah, they give in July. Go back in what, October?
Yeah,
because they start up again in November, I think.
Yeah, so 9 months is the regular season. Golly, so what can you do?
I agree with what Kanisha said. Reduce the number of games. We'll reduce the number of months that's encompassing in that.
So if you went from 82 games, what would you dump it down to? What, about 72 maybe, or what's your number? With 10 games help, you think?
I say drop it down to 62.
62 games. Man, that's a short season, brother.
62 games?
I'm saying, 62.
But then baseball is outrageous too, though.
Baseball is 163 games. So
That's crazy, man.
Man, listen, them boys play sometimes 2 to 3 times in a week. Baseball is, now I'll say this here: the injuries are less probable in baseball. You get them, most of the time, but for with 163 games a season, you are definitely out there. You are definitely out there. But you'll play baseball. There's a lot more standing around. I don't say call it standing around, but there's a lot more. It's less chance of getting hurt in baseball than it is, with basketball and football, definitely.
Less physical contact.
Of course. Yeah. You hurt yourself in baseball. You know what I mean? Most of the time, the players that get, let's say your outfielders get hurt most of the times, and your pitchers. Because your outfielders are the ones that are hauling ass, try to catch one, fall down, hit the wall, that type of stuff.
Well, how we get on baseball? What happened?
We're just talking about the number of games. So the OG said that I said if you would drop down, agreeing with Kanisha, drop down the number of games played for the NBA. I said 72. The OG said 62. What would be your number?
I like 72. I thought
10 games gonna make that much of a difference.
Yeah, sure. Because if you think about it, they're only probably resting maybe 10 to 12 games right now without injury. You know what I mean? They're probably only resting about 10 games. Resting players.
So you're gonna give them 10 more.
What he's saying is taking away the 10-game rest
that they're already doing right now.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What's up, Nilo? Welcome on, big dog.
I do. I know that's right.
That's a good point. Hockey, the most physical sport. They play a ton of games.
Yeah, on some skate.
So, yeah. So that's a great point, Alvin.
Hold on. Scott, I'm sorry. Hockey is only Scott. I'm sorry, Scott. I keep saying Scott. It's only 50. Hockey is only 56 games.
56 game hockey.
I think it's 56. Yeah, check on that. But I know it's not a lot.
In the season. All right. All right. So, hey, as we transition on, man, make sure y'all go check out my guy, our guy, none other than. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you.
Hockey got 82 games, man.
82? Dang. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
They're trying to extend it to 84.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Yeah. So they said they rotate a lot in hockey too. It's kind of like baseball. All right. Hey, what's up, Big Pete, man? Welcome on, big homie. Hey, I'm glad you jumped on right now. We're about to jump into this NFL, the playoff situation. We have one team that has advanced until the Super Bowl round, man. The Philadelphia Eagles, in a blowout of the San Francisco 49ers. It was a very physical game, and the Philadelphia Eagles put it to the San Francisco 49ers. Punched them in the mouth early and kept punching, knocking out their starting quarterback, Brock Purdy, in the first quarter. And Josh Johnson was a deer in headlights out there, man. And it was all down from there. That running attack that the the Eagles had, man, was too much for the San Francisco 49ers, man. So y'all, give me your thoughts on the San Francisco 49ers move, getting knocked out and the Philadelphia Eagles moving on, man. Let's go with you, OG.
Yeah, when Purdy got hurt, downhill from there. Then Johnson came in, like you say, he was during the headlights. Then he got hurt. so what you do now? So then Purdy come back in. They know he can't throw.
Right.
So they just run. Philadelphia loading the box. Put McCaffrey back there one time. He throws the pass down there. I thought it should have been the chin on the ground because with nobody within 20 yards of that pass.
Hey, I mean, threw that chunk somewhere.
Yeah, but when Purdy got hurt, I mean, the game was pretty much over with then.
Yeah.
I think they scored that touchdown. Mm-hmm. McCaffrey had that tough run, but after that, yeah, it was over. You could tell Josh Johnson, the bright lights were real big because when he fumbled the ball hit it right in his hands.
Right hands.
So yeah, I kind of feel sorry for San Francisco. Do you struggle to get there? Mm-hmm. But your third straight quarterback didn't get there, then he gets knocked out the game. Yeah, it's a terrible situation. But hey, that's football.
That's football. You got to have a little luck on your side, man. I think we've always said that. To make it to the Super Bowl, you got to have a little luck on your side, man. And San Francisco's luck ran out, and the Eagles' luck kept going. You know.
And one thing I want to say about that for Corey jump on. You know, G, you're a big stats guy.
Uh-huh.
You believe in the quarterback having all these outstanding stats.
Uh-huh.
But Jalen Hurts didn't have no outstanding stats today.
No, he didn't.
He didn't do much.
He didn't have to.
It was a running game, yeah. Their defense. Yeah. And this is what I've always told y'all. It's not Jalen Hurts that does it. It's this team.
Why you do that?
But G, they said this during the game. You see the difference when okay, I'm gonna tell you about the running game. Bosa missed a lot of runs today that got outside of him because of the fear that Jalen Hurts is gonna keep. So whether Jalen Hurts does a lot or not, him being that second dimension of potential running the ball causes the defense a lot of headaches. A lot of headaches.
That's not what lost him the game.
I'm not saying it's what lost him the game, but I'm saying you don't get Jalen. You back to not giving Jalen Hurts no props again.
No, I'm telling you, it's that defense. And I'll keep trying to tell y'all that it's that defense and that offensive line that makes them runs for them. Like they dominated up front. Period. They dominated on both sides. That they front seven and they front five on the front dominated.
Okay. I agree with that.
If you see the passes that he threw a little dump off pass here, dump off pass there, dump off pass there. That's all he was doing.
First of all, it was raining. Don't do that. It was raining.
It's not raining. What game were you watching? It wasn't raining.
It was raining out there a little bit. But then,
I'm gonna say one thing about defensive line. Y'all heard this name called multiple times a day. And that was not just him. And that was Javon Hargrave.
Let me tell you. So let me do this here.
I didn't hear Hargrave a lot.
I heard Hargrave.
Yeah, you did.
So
don't do that, G.
On that defensive line, you got what's his name? Fletcher Cox, yeah, and Dominican Sue, Jordan Davis. You know, like I said, Hargrave's name was out there. They were hollering his name out too. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that other dude on there. Listen, man, that defensive line is solid. I ain't gonna lie to you. You right about that, G, on the defensive front.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, Jalen played the game. You know, you play as the game is played with you. You know, he didn't have to overdo it. He didn't have to go, throw for 300 yards. But he did rush for a nice little bit too. He did his part. I'm not taking anything from him. He played the way it was supposed to be played because they were just moving away from him. Sort of like the last game they played. It was just like there was no reason for him to overdo anything, or to try to make plays or throws they shouldn't have to because they were already up. By the time you look up 2-3 scores. So Eagles are who we thought they were, at least I thought they were. They're not a bad squad, man. So between these two here, let me ask y'all this question real quick. Who would you want to see? So from what we've seen so far, it's knuckled up 20-20 right now. Who's the best team to go up against Philly?
That's a great question. I think both of them is going to be a battle. I think Cincinnati has the better defense for run defense, but I think Kansas City has the better pass defense as far as pressure. So I don't know, man. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Pete already picked his. Pete said the Bengals.
Bengals. Okay. Yeah.
Steve, who you got?
He said with a healthy Mahomes, he got Kansas City. Yeah, I think either one is going to be really, really tough.
Will Pat Mahomes be safe against that?
That's a good question. Look, let me say that since Burrow ain't gonna be safe. Now with that offensive line, he got.
I'm saying because Mahomes got that bad leg right now. He got that bad wheel. But I'm saying who's the safe?
If they win, he had 2 weeks to get it better.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kansas City too. I'm gonna go Kansas City as well. I think that's going. They'll give them the best fight.
Who you got, James? What is that? No, but you. Who you got?
He talking about did Emmitt Smith have a good line, offensive line? Yeah, he's a running back. So he's calling Hurts a running back now? Is that what he's saying? I'm confused.
I don't know.
You ain't confused. You just try to be confused when you want to be confused.
I'm just trying to see what he's talking about. He must be saying Hurts is a running back too, I guess. All right. So yeah, the Eagles make it to the championship, and I'm seeing Falcon fans talking about go Eagles now. And I'm seeing
who said that?
Kevin Todd Shakur sending me Eagles fly Eagles. What are you doing?
Why Shakur?
I seen a guy on Facebook, Scott Thomas. I'm calling you out, Scott. Talking about, hey man, congratulations, Philly. Way to represent the NFC East. What? They do not give out NFC East trophies. Like, why you keep saying they are not representing the NFC East? They are representing Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia. They don't care about Washington. They don't care about Dallas. They don't care about New York. They are representing the Philadelphia Eagles. Stop saying representing the NFC East. They don't care about us.
Who is this person a fan of?
When they don't want you to win, they don't care about y'all. Stop acting like that.
Who is
a fan of?
Cowboy. They're a Cowboys fan.
Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Oh, represent the NFC East.
That's why you so hostile about that statement.
I said that in the album when he told me, "Hey, let's go."
You was a bit more upset about that one though.
Oh no, same thing. I said the same thing in the album. I said the same thing in the album.
That is a little weird though. I mean, the division.
Who says that? When your team goes, do you say, "Go ahead, man, represent for the NFC South"?
Ooh.
He just saw what I saw.
Yeah. I don't say that. I don't say, hey, all right, the Saints they going, or like when Tom Brady he won the NFC South. Look, man, let's go Buccaneers for winning the South. Anybody care? Yeah, it's a little weird. That's a little weird to cheer for.
They are not repping us. Stop saying that. They're not repping the NFC East. They don't get an NFC East patch up there when it there's nothing on that trophy that say NFC East on it.
And they say rep for the division. No.
They don't say that. They don't say the Philadelphia Eagles of the NFC East. They don't say that. The Philadelphia Eagles of Pennsylvania. No, they're not. No, get out of here.
In some situations, let me tell you when I do that. Like, say with the SEC, if it's an SEC representing, going against, I'll do it then because it's the SEC champion. But a division rival, or because he in the NFC. No.
Alvin said it was only a few years ago. Our division was called the NFC least. I can care less. And they can still call it NFC least. If everybody else lose, I can care less. I don't care what the next team do in our division. I just care about the Cowboys. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just crazy for that. OG, what do you think, man? Are you NFC East? in the Super Bowl? Are you going NFC team or versus whoever comes out the AFC?
No.
Burrow for the first. I don't know who I'm going with, man. Did we choose? Who I chose? Who did I choose? Somebody?
Yeah, you chose Kansas City. I mean, you chose Cincinnati, I think.
Okay, yeah. Cincinnati. I was confused with who I was cheering for. Like, who am I cheering for?
Yeah, we had our shot. We did. We lost. We had our shot. That don't mean I cheer for the next man up. I'm not doing that.
No, I'm not doing that either.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. If we get Lamar Jackson, will y'all cheer for the Falcons? Cheer for him. You know?
What do you mean cheer for him?
Why? Why would I cheer for him?
I'm just asking. Okay.
Why are we doing that?
I'm just asking.
James LeJohn said he pulls against everybody in his division. Right. Right.
So we get Lamar Jackson.
I like Lamar Jackson. I cheered for you this year. I cheered for both of y'all this year. Y'all didn't cheer for me, but I cheer for y'all.
I did pick you a couple times, Corey. I ain't gonna be doing no cheering.
I
ain't be doing no cheering now.
I'm just saying, y'all reluctantly pick my squad sometimes. Y'all
we
like,
want you to win because we don't like to see you sad on the show.
I'm frustrated. I'm not saying.
Boom. Kanisha did the same. She pulls against everybody in her division as well.
Her daddy called me and was like, "Listen," I was like, "You picking somebody in Ohio?" He was like, "Who?" I'm like, "Cincinnati. Your team ain't playing." He was like, "No." He said, "I choose whoever is in Cleveland." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it."
Yeah. I can't see it, man.
I didn't cheer for what? Corey, you didn't cheer for you. I cheer for me.
Man, so this game, you know, like we said, Philly going on. Cincinnati, Kansas City, man, it's coming down to the wire once again. And interception.
No, it ain't. Y'all ahead of me.
Oh,
I see it. Oh my Lord, why did I? God dang it. God dang it.
But it's just like a punt, though.
It was fourth down. I mean third down.
It was third down.
Okay, it's like a punt. That's his second turnover, ain't it? That's his second interception.
Third.
Is it third? Oh, let that be Dak. Man, wow.
Oh man, that tip. Wow, that was a good tip.
Good D.
Look, watch what his hands is gonna be if he. Boop.
Wow. Man. That's great, man. Hey, this is gonna be a great game. It's gonna be hard to beat Mahomes 4 times.
I said that.
You did say that, OG.
Let me tell you how gangster that is. If they would have threw to Jamar Chase, you know, Chase jumps up for it. You know what I'm saying? That was Higgins. Higgins was running, but Chase jumps up and go get it.
Oh, gee, I did remember last week you said that you weren't going to be watching no football this week.
He just a little hurt that time, you know. That man didn't come to work.
That was anything.
That boy didn't want to come to work.
Pete said, "Boy, we're gonna pull it off again." He gonna pull it off again. Kanisha said, "KC fans have been giving their all this game. This stadium is loud." Yeah.
Look, she be trying to get me to this is what you're supposed to do, Corey.
Hey, that just like that Philly stadium was loud. They are loud there as well, too, man. In Kansas City,
they got jail at the bottom of their stadium.
Man, Kansas City at Philly. I mean, Kansas City and Philly in the Super Bowl. That's what I think it's gonna be. So,
hey, how good are y'all with geometry?
I was in.
I don't remember geometry no more.
I was 10th grade. Look, when I was 10th grade, A plus B equals C.
Oh, you got some formulas for me? Give me some formulas. I help you out.
I'm talking about with geometry shapes.
Oh,
that's your quiz. I mean, that's your game. Hell no. Nope.
Let's go into your game, man. Let's go into your game.
It's only 3 questions.
Is it geometry?
Yeah.
It's shapes, geometry.
Lord.
All right, come on with it, man.
What do you call a shape that has 6 sides?
Stop sign, eh? What is it?
6 sides.
Rhombus. Then there's a rhombus.
Hexagon has 5 sides. Octagon has 8 sides. The
Hexagon got how many sides?
Hexagon got 5, right?
Hex is
Hex has 5. Octagon has 8. 6 is. Damn.
6 sides.
Give me 3 names.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You just called them out. Octagon, hexagon.
I'll name 2.
Octagon. Pentagon.
Yeah, Pentagon. Pentagon.
The Pentagon has 5 sides. That's what I call the Pentagon. That's 5.
Hexagon got 6 sides.
Oh, Hexagon got 6 sides. Pentagon got 5.
Yeah.
So what do you call? I'm gonna go get down to it.
I have to go watch the game and listen.
What do you call?
You got down to it.
What do you call a star with 10 sides?
A star with 10 sides.
Yeah.
Stargon?
It's a star gun. Snowflake. A star with 10 sides.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Starburst. You know what? Like
that it's a tool. What's that tool that you use? It's like your get your locks off your cars, your tires.
That ain't what it is.
Oh.
What is that? What
I give up. So you got an octagon, you got hexagon, you got
Pentagon.
Pentagon. A star with 10 sides is season gone.
Yeah, that's in the
you know how hard that shade was, man.
That was like the worst.
And
too.
Yeah, you see it where that shade went. You see how
I can't stop laughing, man.
And I don't even where did the 10 come in at?
That's terrible shade. All that quest geometry to get that shade. Wow, man.
Yeah, see, I had y'all going too, boy.
I was really trying to think of one, dog.
Right, look.
Hey, man, thank y'all for rocking with us, man. My guy Pete, my guy Natural, not your average guy, Miss Steve, Kanisha Davis, Alvin Jameson.
And then got us thinking. You know what I'm saying? Look, trying over here.
Trying, dog. Trying.
Okay.
Appreciate that, not your average guy.
Yeah.
Y'all just hollering out dumbass, just dumb. A starter gone. Like
oh, my side hurt, man.
It should be hurt, man.
My guy Alvin Jameson, my guy Philip Price.
Look, he can't hold it over there.
Anybody else that I may have missed, man, I appreciate you all rocking with us. My guy Nilo Jordan.
Silly ass.
We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Remember to check us out on Wednesday at 8:00. It's going to be another great show.
Hey, man, I'm gonna get you back. I feel foolish right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm keep saying stuff. Yeah, you're going to get it, man. You're going to get it. Yeah.
We'll see y'all Wednesday, baby. Remember to keep your head on a swivel and definitely keep God first, man. We love y'all. We'll check y'all out Wednesday, baby. We out. Peace.
And my wife down there hollering, Hexagon! Yeah, I hear that. I know what you're saying.